Hi, my name is Caleb Schlater. I work with Precision Planting, and I want to talk a little bit about the Cornerstone planting system that I have right here. This year we've launched the Cornerstone planting system. It's really an integrated, completely designed by Precision Planting piece of technology that combines the technology that we have from a retrofit standpoint and brings it together with the iron that's been designed by our R&D team with really a lot of different aspects in mind. One of the key things that we think about is really ease of use, performance, making sure that you have the ability to adjust in the field to overcome changing conditions, and really bringing in that integration of the technology you see here. So when we start talking about ease of use, there's several things that I think about, especially when I'm in the field in my operation. And one of those things is when you look at a 3-bushel hopper, it can often intimidate you when you fill that all the way up to the top and something inevitably goes wrong on that row unit, on the planting system that moment. And so what you would want to do is you're gonna go over here, you're gonna have to try and lift that row unit off, you're gonna try and dump it out, just manage it off of the planter, because now you need to get inside. Now what we've determined is there's an easier way of doing that. And so what we decided is, what if we made it a rear tipping hopper? So we drop that down and we actually lift up the hopper. So when this is full, now you have access to the entire inside where you can pull off your meter and easily get in there and see if there's something wrong, if you need to make an adjustment, making sure that you're able to do that easily in the field at any moment. A couple of the other really key things is when we start talking about performance, there's some things that we've designed into this Cornerstone planting system that help us perform in the field from an agronomic perspective. One of those is our trailing gauge wheel. Now, everybody has an opinion of whether trailing gauge wheel or leading gauge wheel is the right approach. What we said is, hey, let's not rely on opinions. From here at Precision Planting, we love data. We let that tell the truth, and so we put it to the test. And we went out into the field and we ran it in rough ground, about 5 miles an hour, and what we saw is that the trailing gauge wheel applied less shock load to the shank of the planting system itself, which gives us more consistency in depth, which is going to give us better metering performance because you don't have all of that shock affecting it. We also saw that when we introduced Reveal. We took the shock load off of the shank by removing that row unit, or removing that row cleaner, and making sure that we're having consistency. We're doing the same thing when it comes to that trailing gauge wheel design that you see here. A couple of the other things that we think about when it comes to this system is really the integration of our technology. So FurrowForce is a completely integrated system now. There's no brackets, there's no adaptation that's required. Now it bolts directly onto Cornerstone. We also have the ability to bring conceal easily onto this planting system by just adding it along the way. So it's designed in a way that allows you to have a continual retrofit journey, that it helps you decide what you need, what are the goals, what are the challenges that you're facing on your operation, and make sure that you're able to address those with the technology we have here on the Cornerstone planting system. There's so much more that we have built inside of this that I'd love to tell you, but here's what I'll tell you. Go and find one of our dealers. If you don't know a dealer in your local area, a great place to start is PrecisionPlanting.com. There's information on the Cornerstone planting system, and there's a dealer locator that can help you find a dealer in your local area that can give you all the insights on this new piece of technology.
Hey, this is Josh Stoller with Precision Planting. I'm a region manager of Southern Illinois. And just talking over our Clarity product here. What we're doing is, one of the things that we've noticed is, as I look at air seeders or strip till bars, anything that's granular, planters doing granular fertility, we notice that, what did we have? Blockage. Is it on or is it off? As I'm applying fertility, I want to know that it's good and consistent. So we've had sensors like these up here that are telling us, is it flowing, is it not? And what we figured out with Clarity is we can actually tell uniformity, one row compared to another. Do I have a partial block? I've never known if I had one row that was a partial block or a full block, things like this. So with a Gen 3 display, this is our 16-inch display on a Gen 3, and we come in, I can see the magnitude. What is the actual flow of the granule that I'm putting down? For us in the Midwest, it's a lot of our granular strip till. You know, there's a lot of air seeders that I know is it blocked. With so many rows and the air flowing different ways, there's a lot of times I get a partial block. You know, a mouse nest or some partial block or a chunk of granule that comes in and I get a partial block. Well, the only time I ever figure that out is mid-season after it's come up and I see, you know, light streaks here or something that I caused. It's like, what caused that? You know, so now I can tell for the first time this uniformity. If I zoom in on this, how uniform or not uniform is my granule application. And you can see here, you know, we start to see this. This is picking out. Normally I would have no idea that my row number 1 is way over applying or that row 2 is a third under applying. Well, now I can start seeing that and I say, I'm gonna dig in on this one because I'm putting a lot of dollars of fertility or seed through these rows and I wanna make sure it's done evenly. We get used to what we see on a planter of everything just dead on and I wanna take that to my air seeder. And so now we can see those and now in this case, I would dive into row number 2 and say, what is causing that? If I'm going to a distribution cap or I'm going to the meter roll, is there something that's stuck, plugged in there? And I can actually dig into that and see. So this is just a quick overview of our clarity system. Again, we're using the same blockage sensors that are there. We're just giving a lot more detail. So if you're interested, go to our website, precisionplanting.com, and look for our product called Clarity. And then we've got our dealer locator. They would know a lot more about that as well. So take a look at that and let us know if you need anything.
My name's Aaron Herman. I'm a research agronomist here at Precision Planting. We're excited about our Symphony system we're showcasing here. SymphonyNozzle is a great system that's going to help you control your rate better, especially when we're going around turns. We know that outside boom section is going to drop to sometimes a half a rate because we're not changing the pump speed and that boom's traveling faster. And so with individual nozzle control that SymphonyNozzle gets us, it helps us get that consistent rate on every single acre. And also consistent pressure. So if we have a standard rate controller, as we speed up and we slow down, we're going to change pressure to maintain correct rate. With SymphonyNozzle, now each individual nozzle does that work and we're going to maintain consistent pressure. A few other things we really like about it is it gives us a wider speed range, so we can use the same tip and be able to go faster and slower without changing pressure or rate. So that gains efficiency if the going's good. We can also spray through waterways if we have the boundaries in the 20/20. And so SymphonyNozzle can actually increase efficiency while helping performance on a rate controller system. How it does it is we have one of these SymphonyNozzle bodies on every single nozzle. This is Precision Planting engineered, and as you can hear in the background, it's pulsing, and that is what it's using to control the rate. So it's going to stay open longer or open shorter in each pulse to maintain those rates. It's also easy to retrofit. We have point-to-point harnessing. We have a module for every 4 nozzles, and that controls the solenoids and that pulsing. And so it can go on any sprayer today, and you can have excellent spraying technology for both rate and pressure. Coming in the future is our camera technology that's going to be able to target spray. It's going to be able to scout on the fly and be able to guide a sprayer down the road. So we're excited about what's coming in the future on that platform and what we have today. If you want more information, visit our website at precisionplanting.com or a Precision Planting dealer.